Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, y'all, it does not feel like the convocation was just 3 days ago. But okay, let me get this done on my cell phone just so I can make sure everything is checking out. So, give me a minute. Just a minute. Oh, yay. Let me turn the volume down. Alright, so I had hoped I hope to do this video outside just to give like a change of view. But yeah, y'all, it's hot outside. It's super duper duper hot outside. And yeah, so that wasn't gonna happen because I was just gonna melt away. But let's get into it. So my name is Tiana. I am a licensed hairstylist. So I love all things hair, doing hair for myself and for other people. I do get some people who ask me, just like what's my prices and that type of thing. So you can always message me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm Tiana Hicks on pretty much all of my platforms. So if you just copy my name here on YouTube and go ahead and put that into Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, you should be able to get me. So yeah, my name is Tiana, and yeah, so today I figured we just had a little almost vacation, but not really a vacation, with all of our services that we just had from my church. And I realized that your hair maintenance on vacation is a little different than your day-to-day maintenance, and you just have to consider some things if you're going to be away. So today we are talking about how to care for your locks in particular during vacation times. But I'm hoping to come back maybe Friday if you want me to, or if I decide to, and talk about just natural hair period on vacation, because they're almost the same, but they're a little bit different too. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I made a list that I'm gonna follow, and as always, there's no real particular order for these. Oh, and I forgot something. Oh man, there's no real particular order for these, but they are all important. They're all important. Alright, so first and foremost, let me just say, if you have not invested in like a real suitcase already, go ahead and try to get one, because I find that they hold a lot more stuff than like regular bags. So for a while, my family wasn't really taking vacations and things, so we would just put ourselves in bags when we did go, but suitcases hold so much. And so with the suitcase that I bought, it came with so many other bags. So this is one of them. And this is the bag that I use for all of my hair care stuff and any like body care, skin care stuff. So all of that goes inside this bag, and it holds, like I said, it holds quite a bit. So let's go into this bag and see what's in here. This is pretty much all the stuff that I packed for my vacation that I just had, and then there's some stuff that I will talk about that maybe you might want to bring, but maybe I don't use it, or whatever the case may be. But this is definitely for locks. So it's for locks, but again, some things are important for hair as well, just like natural hair. All right, so first inside the bag is, if you did not watch my shorts, my little swim caps, y'all. So at the last minute, we decided, not at the last minute, but like a day or two, we decided that we wanted to go swimming. We wanted to use the pool that was there, and you need swim caps. Now, it's kind of up to you if you want a swim cap. If you are newly locked, like your locks are still maturing, then I would definitely go with a swim cap, because you don't kind of want to have chlorine and things mixed in with your hair, especially while your locks are forming, and because most times you do not want to overly wet your new locks. So swim caps are important, but if your locks are mature, then you might decide to not have one. And also, if you're not planning on like really swimming, then you probably don't need it either, because if you're not swimming, then more than likely your hair is not going to get wet for the most part. So if you put it up, you'll be okay. But if you plan on putting your head underwater, then yeah, you might want some swim caps. Now, I had a swim cap before, and it really was not good at all. Like, it did nothing. But my brother got me these, and I love them. And he really didn't get them all for me. They're totally for my sisters. I just happen to have them. And yeah, I really like them because he did a good job, right? Because it has so many good things and so many qualities about it. Hey, Shades of Sage. Hey, Dad. And so This one, it says it's for long hair, and then it has a contoured fit for swimmers with long hair. That it has increased volume at the top, which it does, to kind of release the pressure that's going to be around your head so that it's not too tight. And that is hyperallergenic, which if you know me, that is important for me because I like to be allergic to everything, just everything. So this is what the package looked like, the one that he got. Now, he did say it was pretty expensive. He said it was like $15, so super shout out to him for getting this for all of us sisters. But it worked. It definitely worked. And I put the swim cap on, but I really wasn't expecting it to work. So I was super surprised that it worked. Super surprised to still have some curls in there. That made me happy. Around my edges got a little damp, but the bun part at the top did not. So that's great. So yeah, this is what it looks like coming out the pack. And I did notice this like raised part up here. And that's what I was able to like push over my bun at the top to kind of keep them from getting wet. Now, I also did wear a scarf as well. I wore a scarf underneath and kind of wrapped that around a few times and then put this on top just for kind of extra protection. Because like I said last time, my hair totally got wet every single time I went in the pool, and that was not fun. So yes, if you plan on getting your hair wet, then definitely get you a swim cap. Okay, so my mom was on here first. I just want all of you guys to know that in case you try to act like you was on here first. So she wants you to know that she was on here first. Yeah, and it shows you how to put it on, all that fun stuff. So it's tyr.com, but we got them from Walmart and they totally worked. So yeah, if you are planning on swimming, you need a swim cap if you go on vacation. And if you're like me and you happen to get one swim cap that doesn't really work, you might be okay if you still go ahead and use the blow dryer that is in most of your hotel rooms in the first place. All right, so let me put this back. So I did get a swim cap. That is essential for your locks. And if you're a little girl with locks like our baby Saya was, they obviously have children's caps as well. That's just a little bit smaller. So yeah, definitely need a swim cap. All right, let's see what else is in here. Now this I did not use this time, but sometimes I do, and that is a spray bottle. And I really my parents are arguing who was on here first. I don't know. She said it first, so God is y'all witness on who was on here first. But I do appreciate you both being on. Alright, so this is my most favorite spray bottle. And if you're a natural girl, a lock girl, you know it's great because it has the mist. So it kind of lasts longer when you spray it. And that's great for when you're styling your hair. So you definitely need a spray bottle. And if you don't feel like bringing this big one, which, you know me, I'm a stickler for stuff like that, so I will bring my big one. But if you don't feel like bringing your big one, you can always go with the small one. So definitely check out those travel size containers and things that's at the store because you can pretty much fit anything inside of it. So if you don't feel like bringing a big one, then maybe you're going to bring a small one. And that goes for water, but it also goes for moisturizer as well, because it's kind of like when you're on vacation, you plan stuff, but then you don't always plan stuff. Like we planned to go away, but we weren't planning to go in a pool. So we didn't have the swim caps and we had to rush out at the last minute to get it. So when you're packing for your locks, for your hair, you just try to think about what issues may come up before it actually comes up. And one of them may be that your hair might get messed up and you might have to reset it or reset a style. So you're going to need water. And most times you need to spray your hair to re-wet it and reset it instead of just like getting water on your hands and putting it on. But if all else fails, then you use the sink, get some water in your hands, and you put that on your different pieces. If all else fails. But a spray bottle is always essential. Whatever moisturizer you use is essential. Or, ooh, thank you. I'm glad my locks are looking shiny. Whatever moisturizer you use, like oil or conditioner. This is like a water and conditioner mix, I think, that I used to use, but I don't use it anymore since I have locks. But whatever you need to re-moisturize your hair, you want to bring that. That way, if your hair does get wet, or if it does get messed up, you have what you need to kind of reset it. So whatever product you use to set your hair, you want to reset it. We'll talk about the different hairstyles a little bit later. All right, and keeping that in mind, shampoo. I always try to bring shampoo. Now, you can't find every shampoo, in the travel size. So again, check out those little travel size kits and containers because they have all kinds. They have the spray bottle kinds, they have the little jar kinds, they have the kinds that open like this, so it's kind of like lotion, and you can pretty much put any product that you want inside of it. Thankfully they have mine, or at least one of the ones that I use, so I can just get this. But shampoo and conditioner, you always want to bring like a travel size of your shampoo and conditioner with you. Even if you don't plan on washing your hair, washing your locks, and you don't plan on shampooing them, just bring them just in case, because I'm telling you, you never know what could happen. Especially if you're going on vacation, it's like to the beach or something, and sand might get in your hair, like something might make your hair dirty or need it to be refreshed, your locks to be refreshed. So go ahead and bring those things along with you. That way, you know, it's just a less added stress knowing that you have that, and if need be, you can redo your hair or refresh your hair. Let's see. Of course, you need whatever you're using at nighttime to take care of your hair. You need those things. So for me, I'm going to put my hair in a pineapple, so I always bring a scrunchie or two so that I can put my hair in a pineapple. I'm always going to bring my satin headscarf. And also, which I forgot to get, but I wanted to get, I'm going to bring satin pillowcases. So my family was laughing at me because I had satin pillowcases, but like I keep saying, I'm allergic to just about everything. And, you know, my face and my scalp, we just don't play those games. We don't play those games. And you hope that the bedding and stuff is clean at a hotel, but you never know. And I will get to the point where I will go ahead and bring my own bedding too. I'm just gonna get to that point. But for now, I settle for satin scrunchies, satin headscarf, and a satin pillowcase. And that helps when you are on vacation to have those things. That way your hair, again, is still being taken care of even though you're on vacation. Shades of Sage, these I got from Amazon. And let me say, like I said, my hair is getting so thick that this really is too tight. Like it's becoming too tight. So I'm supposed to do a partnership, y'all, that I have to keep reading the information just to make sure that I am good on. But hopefully we will have more large satin scrunchies, because either I'm gonna use them from that partnership because they do have some, or I'm gonna make some, and I'll probably do both. I'll probably try to do both. But yeah, you do need large satin scrunchies. So for those of you with micro locks like me, you can get away with these regular size ones for a while unless they get too thick. And you just don't want your nighttime routine to be tight. Like, it should not be tight at all. And I realize that now this is just, I can feel this on my head, where before maybe I didn't as much. And so now I know I just need a larger scrunchie. And if you have traditional locks like you do, Shades of Sage, or others who have traditional locks, yours are definitely going to get thicker. And yeah, you definitely want an oversized scrunchie. But if you don't get a scrunchie, you can always go ahead and you know, use your satin headscarf, which I also got those from Amazon as well. All right, back to if you have to redo your hair and you have to shampoo it and wash it again, they do have the blow dryer in the room for you, so that helps. So if you're somebody like me who blow dries their locks, then you might want to bring also your diffuser as well. And you try to get one of those ones that's like a universal one, so that it fits on all of so that it fits on a lot of blow dryers and not just your specific one at home. But this will just, of course, it's the concentrator, not the diffuser. This will just concentrate the air and make sure that it's going where you want it to go, and kind of keep your locks from being frizzy. And that's kind of what this is for, is to keep your locks from being frizzy. Now, if for some reason you're using a concentrator, then you might want to bring that, but you just want to look for the universal models for those extra added pieces. And then the last thing I have in this bag is hairpins. Those are a must for me, and I always keep a bunch of them inside of my purse. But I also yeah, I have some at home too that I keep in this little jar that my dad got me from Jamaica. And so I literally just took this jar and just dumped it inside of a Ziploc bag. So when in doubt, Ziploc bags are your friends because they do seal, and a lot of your hair things are moisture and are liquid anyway. So Ziploc bag kind of keeps it from busting open. So if you are really worried about something opening, like your shampoo or whatever, then you just go ahead and put it in a Ziploc bag. So they're always good for packing as well. But yes, definitely bring bobby pins and hair pins and just plenty of them. Like I got all kind of sizes. I have the big ones, I have the little ones, the little bobby pins, and I have the hairpins. I have all sizes and all shapes. I also have safety pins inside of here. I keep them all together, and I also keep those push pins that I use for sewing in here as well, because sometimes I use those for hats and for scarves and things to kind of hold it down. So if you're somebody who covers your head like we do, then you want to bring the things that you need to keep your head covered. But also, that brings me to probably the most important point, y'all, is that don't try a new hairstyle. Do not try a new hairstyle before vacation or really before any important event. I think that we take for granted the little things that we do to make a hairstyle what we want it to be, and then we get excited and we try a new hairstyle right before vacation, where we might care about how our hair looks on vacation, or right before a special event. And I tell you what, like 99% of the time, something's gonna go wrong because you haven't had time to like really try that style and troubleshoot it and see what you like about it, what you don't like about it, or whatever it is. Yes, Shades of Sage, you definitely gotta get you some hairpins and all kinds. The bobby pins, the hairpins, the push pins, all kinds, because you never know what you need. And if you try a new hairstyle on vacation, 9 times out of 10, something not gonna work out right. So that's where the hairpins, they come in clutch, because we all know when in doubt, if your hair not working out, you're gonna put it up. Like, it's gotta go up somehow, whether it's in a bun, whether it's in a head wrap, whatever. So that's why I really bring the hairpins, because most of my styles I don't do hairpins with. I do usually do it for this, to pin this up, but most of them I don't. So I don't need the hairpins for the style, but they are like an extra security just in case I was foolish and tried a new style and I didn't really like the style. Then I have those with me to kind of put things up and to pin things up along the way. So yes, don't try a new style, y'all. Do not do it. Go with one of your staple styles that you know looks good on you, that you like to do, and one that is easy to maintain. And, you know, depending on the weather, like, does it stand up to humidity, that type of thing. Now with locks, you're pretty much safe because your hair is locked. So your hair's in locks is staying the way it is, unless you are somebody with new locks. If your locks are not mature yet, if you have new locks, then you might have to consider how you're going to do it. Now, as far as getting a retwist or a retie before vacation, it really, again, is your preference. Because if you are planning on like being in water, if you might feel like you're going to sweat a lot or whatever the case may be, I would not get a retwist because it's not going to last. But if you do get a retwist, then I would definitely make sure you get a style with your retwist. Like, don't just get a loose retwist and leave it out. If you're going to get a retwist, then I would get a style. But if you plan on being in water and you plan on being really, really active, your retwist might not hold up to it. So it actually might be better for you to go on vacation with your new growth, because then you can kind of slick it back into different styles or just let it be full at the root. Like, you could play with it a little more and not be as worried about how your hair is looking because you don't have a retwist, and it just gives you a little bit more freedom. As far as those of us who interlock our roots, again, same thing. It's kind of a preference to have it interlocked or not interlocked. But I can say that if you do a retie right before, and again you get in water, you kind of like, your hair gets a little fuzzy when you get in water. So honestly, it might be okay for you to go on vacation without your retie, without your retwist first, and then when you come back, go ahead and get it freshened up after you got a fresh wash and all of those things. And then, like I said, you kind of never know what's going to happen on vacation, so you kind of never know if like you have to go wash your hair for any reason, especially if you're doing something like going out the country or whatever the case may be, where it's like a new environment and new things inside of the environment. You never know when you need to wash your hair. So having a retwist and a retie for locks is not as important as if you were just going on a special occasion. So if not needed, I definitely wouldn't retwist or retie. I would just let it have its new growth, because that will be okay. All right, let me see if I forgot anything. Again, make sure you have your moisturizer, whatever product you use to set it, just have a little bit with you so that if you need to reset it, you can reset it. And of course, like I said, you can always do an updo style And I know, I got you next retwist. Well, we gotta schedule it, and then I got you next retie. I mean, but you can always do an updo style. Those are good because they stay in place. And yeah, 2-strand twist, that could even be done on locks as well. That stays in place as well. So I think that is pretty much it as far as taking care of your locks on vacation. You just want to make sure that you're ready to keep it moisturized, but you're also ready to refresh them if they need to be refreshed. Those are your biggest things. And then please, 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 please do not skip or forget your nighttime routine, as in you need your satin scarf, you need your satin pillowcase, whatever it is. You don't want to skip that. You don't want to think like, oh, I'm on vacation, so it doesn't really matter. Still take care of your hair, because what you don't want is to come back from vacation after having a good time and now you got to like repair your locks because you kind of neglected them, especially depending on how long your vacation actually is. But yes, I think that is all that I have for you today. Any last questions or comments, go ahead and get them in. Also, if you have any tips or tricks that maybe you do for vacation, go ahead and comment them now or drop them down below. All of you that logged on, thank you so much. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, because when I get off of here, I'm going to check on those thumbs ups, and I hope that they match the number that I am seeing of those that logged on. So please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you are subscribed and you tuned in, thank you so much. Hopefully I will be back Friday and talk about kind of the same thing, but for natural hair based. And thank you, Shades of Sage. Yeah, I haven't shaken them down yet. That will be the true test, but they at least can do this cool pineapple, so that's always nice. But yeah, hopefully I'll be back Friday and we'll talk about how to care for your hair on vacation when you are a loose natural, because I do realize they're a little bit different and there's some similarities and a little bit different. But the biggest thing, y'all, don't forget this because it's important. Do not try a new hairstyle. Like, don't try a new hairstyle. Try something or use a hairstyle that is tried and true. Get a hairstylist that is tried and true. Like, don't be trying new hairstylists, new products, new hairstyles before your vacation, because you just don't need that stress. Like, you already have to pack and all that fun stuff. You don't need that stress. But thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you all in the next one. Make sure you go to my channel, check out my shorts and all my videos, all that fun stuff. And until next time, adios.